I just want to say this real quick. I cannot understand why people are always defending colorism, racism, homophobia, sexism, or anti-blackness as a preference, but at the same time, it seems as if we are your preference as well, because one minute you're saying, oh, it's okay to not prefer black people, oh, it's okay to not prefer fat or thick people, but the next minute here you are talking about how much dark you are getting and how you want to get a tan, or you talking about how you want to gain weight to get more ass, or you want to get more hips or curves. But yet when people try to tell you that it's fat phobic to discriminate against someone because of their body type, because they are fat, or it's colorist to discriminate against someone because they are dark skinned, you don't want to hear, because you feel as if it's a preference and people aren't required to like those things. But every time that I go to a pool party or I'm around white women, it's as if all they care about is how dark they are getting and they want to compare tans. Even black people do this. I was at the pool party the other day and I saw nothing but light-skinned men and women lighter than me, or who are usually lighter than me, but they got so tan that some were even darker than me, talking about, ooh, I love my melanin and all of this. But any other time, all you want to fuck with are light-skinned people. You don't really have any other friends that are darker than you. You don't really talk to dark-skinned women unless they are like your token or your entertainment. I don't think that you see dark-skinned women or men as anything outside of your entertainment or your homies or your little fuck buddies. But yet y'all always talk about how dark you're getting. I don't understand how one minute you can say that it's just a preference, and then you as a black person clearly want to be darker. You want to be like everybody else. That's why I don't understand preference in the black community. I don't understand how you cannot prefer something that you see all of the time. Because when I went to this party, I saw nothing but brown and dark bodies. Most people were fucking brown skin or dark. Like, you would be hard pressed to find a very light skinned person. So if we all look the same, if we all got the same skin complexion, then why are y'all always talking about how it's okay to prefer light-skinned people? Because even the usual light-skinned niggas, the mixed niggas, aren't even that light. Because when it gets summertime, they dark as hell. So I don't understand why we keep pretending as if preferring light skin or white skin is nothing short of white supremacy. I don't understand how you can talk all this crap online and say how it's just preference, and yet all you talk about is how chocolate you are getting, or how dark you are getting, or how you are going up to the brown or dark skinned girls and you want to compare your tan to them, or you looking at us a certain way because you talking about how pale you are and how you wish you were darker, and you looking at me like I'm supposed to validate you, like I'm supposed to sit there and say, yeah nigga, get yourself a tan and all of this. Like, no, like, you get a tan, you get a tan. I'm not going to sit up here and stroke your ego, especially when you don't do shit for dark skinned people, you don't do shit for brown skinned people. And I'm not even I'm not a dark skinned person, but also I'm light-ish. I'm not light skinned, but I'm a lighter person. So like, I feel like, and I say this all the time, I feel like as someone who is light-ish, I still don't really like being around other light-skinned people, because a lot of them are just so vapid and color-struck that I cannot relate to them. I don't like them. I don't understand why you can be black and you want to act like a damn white supremacist half the time. You want to act as if you are better because you are light-skinned, but then when it comes down to it, a lot of times you are just insecure about your own skin color. You wish you were darker. You wish you look more black. And you take it out on people who haven't done anything to you, or maybe they did something to you and you've never gotten over the fact that you were rejected at 12. You know what I cannot understand is people that act as if they are the only ones to ever be rejected in their life because of the color of their skin. And I'm a brown skinned black woman. I'm a black woman with nappy hair and big lips and a wide nose. Do you know how many times niggas rejected me or said that they just weren't interested? And I knew that was probably because I wasn't their usual type, and all the girls that they talked to prior were white or very light skinned and racially ambiguous. Do you not know how many times that I had to deal with that and not be told to my face that was a reason? And yet y'all act as if being light skinned or being white or conventionally attractive or thin is somehow making you marginalized around people who are not conventionally attractive, or who are not light skinned, or who are not white, or who are not cis, or who are not male. Do you not understand where I am getting at? And I'm not like trying to put my own self down and saying that I'm not conventionally attractive or I'm not attractive. I'm saying that we all know what the components of being attractive refer to. It usually means that you are light skinned. It usually means that you are white, you are thin, you are tall. If you are a male, or if you are a woman, you typically are short. You aren't too tall. Your hair is straight and long. It's not too kinky. You have smaller features. You don't have a super big nose. You don't have a super big lips. We all know that's considered conventionally attractive. That's not saying that just because you have those features, you are attractive, because you can be black with dark skin and with nappy hair and be more attractive than 99% of these niggas with the light skin and the curly hair. But we know that with society and how beauty standards work, black people or dark-skinned people are not seen as mainstream pretty. They are not. They are seen as other, and you are not. So as a light-skinned person, I really wish people would stop trying to tell me or other people, you just don't want to date me because I'm light-skinned, you just don't like me because I'm light-skinned, or you don't like me because I'm mixed. And it's like, but I don't ever see you really reaching out to actual brown or dark-skinned women. I mean, if you really care about black people and you really want us to accept you, then maybe you should do a better job in supporting us and befriending us and talking to us like people and not avoiding us. And I see it a lot of times where people only want to avoid us when they don't want to be seen with us, or they feel that it's going to affect their clout, or they need to be with other conventionally attractive people that are lighter skinned or racially ambiguous. But then when it comes to parties, when it comes to knowing where the weed at, or where the drinks at and all of that, or where the niggas at, or where the bitches at, then they all over us. But when it comes to business, they don't want to fuck with us. I don't understand. Or when it comes to image purposes, they don't want to fuck with us. I cannot understand for the life of me why. And I keep saying I don't understand, but I just don't understand how y'all can say it's a preference, but yet most black people don't even prefer light skin. They want to be darker. And I feel like that's the psychology of it all. Like with most black people, if all you see is brown and dark skinned people, you're going to prefer brown and dark skinned people. So I don't particularly understand why, you know, oh, I want a mixed person, I want a light skinned person, and you think that it's okay to cherry pick what type of black you like. Why can't you just like all black people? Why does it have to be, oh, but she gotta have some white in her, or she gotta have long hair, or she gotta look like she got Spanish? Why can't you just be black? Why can't the ideal of black be something pure and beautiful, and nothing has to be mixed with it to be seen as beautiful? That's why I don't understand why people get mad at me when I say that I'm fully black. Oh, no one's fully black. Okay, but it seems as if in order to be beautiful and considered pure and all of this, you gotta be half this, you gotta be half that. No, I'm fully black. I'm 100% black. I'm not gonna sit up here and make myself seem like I am something that I'm not. I can acknowledge other ancestry that I have without trying to downplay the fact that I am black. I don't have to say, well, my mom is this or my dad is that, because I know what I am. I don't have to like make myself exotic. I'm probably like one of the few girls like on campus, you know, in that type of circle that ain't half this or ain't got something in her, like she's just black. You know, ain't nothing like magical about me. I'm just a regular black person. And it just seems like so many people gotta have like, oh, my grandma is this, my grandpa is that, and I'm just black. You know, I may be lighter skin, you know, but I am a black person, and I'm sure if I were to take a DNA test, that's probably gonna come back like 89% West African. I'm gonna tell you right then and there. And if it's anything less than like 78% West African, I'm taking it back and suing for grievance, because that don't make no sense. You know, I know what my dad is, I know what my mom is, I know where I come from, I know what I look like. I don't have to be anything that I'm not. But like I said, sometimes it's not about your look, sometimes it's not about your gender or your race or whatnot. It's your attitude that stinks. It's your attitude that is ugly. And some people just may not be interested. Don't take it personally. And I know I have my moments where I take some things personally, but I feel like as a black woman, as a brown skinned black woman with 4C hair, who doesn't have the smallest facial structure, I feel like that makes more sense than a white man or some light skinned nigga or some light skinned woman claiming that you won't date them because they are light skinned, when 9 out of 10 times it's because you're racist and you're out of touch. And I really am hard pressed to find a white man or a light skinned biracial person that's not out of touch with my reality or someone else's reality. And even though I am not a dark skinned woman, I can't sit here and let black women within my race get disrespected. I'm tired of seeing black women just get discarded, treated like they aren't worthy. And as someone who comes from black women, as someone who is a black woman, I will never be satisfied seeing black women be degraded because of something that they are naturally. That's all I have to say for today. I hope everyone has a blessed day.